Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some even more very intriguing news when it comes to Best Buy and their ongoing PlayStation 5 restocks, where we're actually kind of seeing somewhat bad information, where it actually does kind of seem like Best Buy has now been turning away people in regards to walk-ins, which might actually also be good news for the next upcoming online restock. And as well, just for some general news after we go and cover that, there's actually a little bit more on the Battlefield side too on top of that, where there actually might be a brand new Battlefield already in development. And after kind of seeing all the craziness of Battlefield 2042, it's very intriguing to go and see on how fast they switched on up, and they're just basically saying, who cares about the old one, let's make a new one. So we have a lot of things to go talk about throughout this video, so let's go and talk about it as well. If you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. We have the Twitter link down below for the PlayStation 5 giveaway too as well. We have the Twitch stream down below, we have the Webull and Coinbase down below, we have all the other various things too as well. So let's go and talk about the video itself, or if this has happened to you guys, or as well, for everything else, just leave your comments and thoughts down below. Also, a really quick side note too, apparently there's been a little bit of issues when it comes to the PlayStation Direct that was ongoing as of literally right this second. So if any of you guys do see this video or you guys had issues with that, send me a tweet, send me an email, send me a message or whatever, because I kind of want to talk about it, because I've been seeing a lot of really not good conflicting stuff. Although that was the confirmed drop on the day, it was a little bit on the weirder side. So kind of give me your thoughts and comments down below. But first, let's go talk about Best Buy. So as you guys have probably been hearing me on the channel itself throughout probably the past, I'd say like 2 to 3 weeks especially, although it's been kind of ongoing for the past month, we have not had a Best Buy online restock, Total Tech, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, on non-Total Tech in a very long time. Although we have had quite a few different GPU restocks, which have gone pretty well, the one struggle is the consoles. Consoles have just not been restocking, and no one really knows why, at least for online. At least for me and my channel, and I'm sure a lot of you guys would probably agree, it does kind of just seem like they're more so switching to walk-ins, kind of how they've done with Target, where you don't really necessarily see too many Xbox Series X drops or hyped up too many Xbox events or all that type of stuff. So in my mind, that makes sense, especially because they also switched the switches to more so in-store as well. It kind of tones down on scalpers, tones down on botters, and as well kind of levels out the playing field. It's more so on your local area. So ever since that happened, we had a lot of folks going into their stores, like a lot of people going to Best Buy, bringing on up, asking, using the Best Buy glitch, using the Best Buy app glitch, calling the stores, asking the employees, asking the managers, whatever it is. A lot of them have been just trying their best to just go and kind of scheme the system and get their consoles. I don't think it's bad. I recommended it, and as well, I'd rather have one of you guys out there go and get your consoles, because I feel like a lot of people who are watching videos or trying to find information on it kind of deserve it, in my opinion, because they're the people who are putting in effort in trying to get their consoles. So whenever they get them, whenever you guys do get your consoles, I hope you're always happy. That's why I always like to see pictures of your setups and tweets and all that stuff. So with all that, people were showing up at stores in their day-to-day early and just early start, their walk-ins. People were just getting casual stock. There was stock of 20, 30, etc., etc. But now, Best Buy has actually done something that we had a few reports on. Best Buy has actually now been sitting and holding onto stock. So let's go talk about a few things with this. When it comes to Best Buy, as I mentioned, a lot of the times they were just selling the stock. If it showed up, they were allowing people to go buy it. And ever since then, the past 2 days now, I've been hearing more reports of this, where people are showing up at Best Buy stores that open, and then they are not able to go and buy any consoles. So I've had people that have used the glitch now, and as they use the glitch itself, they go and call their local Best Buy store or show up with the store, and then the employees turn them away. Now, I kind of want to ramble into this a little bit. It's kind of very intriguing because before, for about 2-3 weeks, they were just who cares? You just go show up for the stock, you get the stock, whatever. It's just good, good to go. You get your consoles. And this also was apparently at the same store location that did do a proper walk-in store 3 weeks ago. And as of their most recent batch of stock, they were turning people away. They were not allowing people to go and buy and get the consoles that were available in the stores, which to me is surprising. I generally am somewhat surprised in that, because obviously you would think, especially in the past few weeks, if they had the stock, and they'd kind of continue the trend and go from that. So my little thoughts into this. This actually might be a nice little indication of an online drop finally happening again, because we kind of haven't really seen Best Buy turning away customers or turning away stock. A lot of the times they have it there, they're willing to sell it, whether it's in the back and people ask, they're willing to sell it, or whether it's on like the shelves themselves, they're willing to sell it. So the fact that this is like the first time we're hearing kind of like some sort of feedback and some sort of like, well, maybe not now, maybe in the future, it might actually go and show that we might have another online drop happening again finally. And it's been like 2 months. Like it's like, probably I think Best Buy is one of the longest acting drops, even like in comparison to Amazon, in comparison to GameStop, Target, whatever it is. So it's just intriguing to go and see. Although I do want to like reiterate, this has only been like 2 different store locations that we've heard reports on, but this is the first time we've seen it, so it's intriguing to report on, especially for people trying to get their consoles. So that does probably mean that the likelihood of an online drop, not necessarily tomorrow or anytime like that, because, you know, stores have to still have to get the stock. Warehouses usually like to hold on to stock. It kind of depends on how they do their drops. Sometimes we have at Best Buy stores day 1 stock. Sometimes they have stock throughout the week, and they have to move it from their warehouses and shipments. It really just kind of depends on the area, depends on the spot, depends on location, you know, all that type of stuff. So I just want to report on this one because it is intriguing to know, and it is intriguing that it does kind of seem like Best Buy is somewhat building up stock and trying to get even more stock as time goes on. In my mind, I think it's intriguing. I like seeing the idea of having more online drops. I usually like the format of both, where they have some in store, some online. So basically, if you have like a local area store, you don't have to worry about it, because some stores don't get stock for 2, 3, 4, 5 months. And then what are you supposed to do if your local store doesn't get stock? So I like the idea of online and in store, but I want to let you guys know they are sitting on stock, and I think they're holding stock and turning people away from walk-ins too as well. So it's just intriguing information. We don't know what's going to come of it as of yet, but I just want to let you guys all know from everything we've been seeing reported on, and all from that type of stuff. So same thing with Xboxes too. Although once again, I probably still implore you guys to go and use the Best Buy app trick, etc., because some stores in different regions do slightly different stuff. So just want to keep you guys on the loop for that stuff. Be aware, be on the lookout, and kind of go from there. Now, part 2 of this video is actually something I mentioned too as well. It's kind of like just like a part 2 random news video because I thought it was intriguing. Where we're actually now seeing multiple reports now that there's another new Battlefield in pre-production. So as DICE has actually learned apparently from valuable lessons from Battlefield 2042 as of the report. So first and foremost off this, my initial thoughts are just like, why? Why? Mainly because I think at this point, if you have a game that a lot of people already bought and have played already, why not just fix the game first and foremost? Like, why not put your developers' time into the game that people are upset with and they waste their money on and they're just sad about? Like, I feel like they could add more maps, they can fine-tune the game, there's still so many different types of glitches, and it almost kind of seems like they just want to drop the game. They just want to be like, whatever, we're moving on. If you bought it, you're dumb. We're moving on, which I hate. I hate seeing that. So pre-production apparently as of today has been floating around that reports begun on the next Battlefield game, and they're actually going to be seeing the series revert to its familiar roots after changes introduced to Battlefield 2042 weren't well received. But I think a lot of folks didn't really like in the first place, so I'm just not sure if they were just maybe too far into the development cycle, and they just had to roll with Battlefield 2042 and see what happened. But at the end of the day, it is a little bit on the sadder side because I just want to be able to go and enjoy the game. You know, I spent $60 on the game itself. I want to be able to go enjoy the game. You know, it's sad. So basically, according to a report on Xfire, who previously suggested a free-to-play mode may be in development, developer DICE has learned valuable lessons from Battlefield 2042 and will no longer be using that game as a new foundation for the long-running FPS franchise. One former developer who recently departed from DICE after the launch of Battlefield 2042 has suggested the next Battlefield was at one point being designed to be even more of a hero shooter style of game. So, it claimed that the recent playtests and feedback sessions were focused on the class systems in Battlefield 2042, as resulted in these plans being changed so that specialist roles will be tied more closely to classes. Xfire also reported that next Battlefield will be set in the modern day or near future once again, as opposed to Battlefield 2042, which takes place several decades from now too as well. So, it's very intriguing to note, because I do know a lot of people were very, very upset when it came to the game. I myself included. Like, I saw the core. I saw it there. Like, I thought the game had potential. I enjoyed the idea of it, but it really did just go and fall flat to the point of just no one wants to play it. No one enjoyed the game. The progression was lame, and they just need to keep on adding more maps. They need like something to do. Like in that game, they had a few levels and stuff, but you need to have new maps. You need to have new areas. You got rid of some of the cool playlist modes too, as well, like the rush modes. And I just think a lot of folks were just upset. Like, I almost kind of feel like I had just the fatigue of it, where, like, you play the game, you can still enjoy it, but then there was, like, bugs and glitches, and just, it became more of just, like, a disappointment to go and play, rather than anything else, like, at least in my mind. So, I don't know, it was really weird. It was really kind of a weird and strange vibe. I have literally no idea. It was just could have been better. So, hopefully, at the end of the day, like, I kind of still wish they would fix up Battlefield 2042 and kind of make it a little bit better. I want them to have better patches. I want them to have, like, better development, like, for bugs. I want them to have new maps. and it just kind of makes me sad. I don't know. You guys can kind of give me your thoughts on this one. I think it's a little bit too soon. Fix the game first and then start working on the next one, but that's just me. So yeah, give me your thoughts and comments down below. Just want to do a little bit of both restock as well as gaming updates. I think they're both kind of big stories. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, linked down below. Sign up for Weeble, sign up for Coinbase, and all the other various like little Twitter giveaways and all that type of stuff too as well. Amazon links as we always mention. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. We'll have a lot more videos all throughout today, so I'll see you guys all then. Love you guys.